DEC, it's great to see how different departments operate. And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize two great individuals that gave a year of their life for our great organization. Of course, that's the past National Commander, John J. Comer, and Paul Moore. But it's great being here. Just a couple things. I know I'm going to speak to seniors, but there's a couple things I would like to cover here. Especially while I have all the district commanders, I have the vice commanders, and the commander. First of all, y'all have done a great job up till the 95th goal day. Under the leadership of your commander, Chisholm, you all made every goal. You were doing great jobs there. You're almost to that hump. You're very, very close. And first of all, I think you should give him a big hand for his leadership this year. But we're there. And you all are recognizing this, and the fact that you have DEC meetings as frequently as you do, because actually there's only a couple other departments I know that meet this often. So you realize what you need to do is just getting the job done. And I know you can, and just to make sure that he's going to be on stage, I'm going to hand each of the district commanders and the department vice commanders one of my personal coins. And if you don't get there, I'm coming back to get them. But that's one thing I'm going to do. Another subject, and that is consolidated post reporting. I've testified 3 times in front of Congress this year. I just got done last Wednesday again. In September, I wanted to tell them who we are and what we do, because we don't tell that enough. You know, last year, we gave awards to over 220,000 young men and women across this country. We raised over $22 million for our children and youth programs. And I couldn't tell them that because it only represented 57% of all folks across the country. The really sad figure is Massachusetts only submitted 38% of their consolidated post reports. I need your help. As I've been telling every commander I met with last summer and the fall, again at Washington Conference, we need to get that 100%, and I challenge everybody. That's why it's important for the district commanders that are here and the vice commanders. I'm going to tell you a little story. In my department, we have what's called the Vice Commander of the Year Award and the District Commander of the Year Award. And it's all tied into the CPR. That's why we are 100% every year. Because you're not eligible unless you get that 100% in your district or your region. So we need to have those numbers. We need to tell America who we are. Because as you go around your community, and they've seen in the newspaper where you've given these awards to school, whether it be medals, scholarships, boys going to boys state, girls going to girls state, they'll look at you when I walk up to Paul and say, I want you to join. He's going to say, oh yeah, you're the guys that gave that award, you're the guys that gave that medal, and they know who you are. It makes your job in recruiting a lot easier, because it's called value membership. And finally, the last thing I'd like to say is about the National Emergency Fund. That's my commander's project for this year. I think everybody's seen it. It's been out for quite a while. And I just urge you, as we're trying to raise $1 million to replenish that fund, because last year we gave over $750,000 in grants, is that if you have an event in your post district or even in your regions, think about those, because it's not whether or not there's going to be another natural disaster, but when and where. And we need to be prepared. So with that, I want to again thank you very much for the invitation, Commander, and it's great being here with you. And I think I got everybody a hat pin so far. If not, see me afterwards. And also the district commanders and area commanders come by.
Walk in front anyway.
One of my coins. So with that, God bless you all. Thank you.
Let me
you what the commander is discussing. Because the CPR report is so important, you know, if you got the form given by the commander or Whitey, if you did nothing more to put down one thing on the form, say you sent one kid to Boy State, you put that on the form, then that's part of the 100%. You don't have to fill it all out. But if you put one thing on the form, that covers the form being submitted. It's so easy. District 1 Berkshire is 15.4%. The leader, Franklin, Hampshire, at 22.2%. Hamden, 16.7%. Worcester, 13.8%. These are all of all your posts. Middlesex, 7.4%. I hate to say this, Norfolk, 0%. Suffolk, 4%. Essex, 8.3%. Bristol, 9.1%. Plymouth, Barnstable, and Duke, 14.7%. So it's kind of sad. So we understand what you're saying, Commander. Let's hope that we can do better for you.
Jake, just went out, that report went out electronically Friday to everybody.
Right.
Can I say something about that? When you district commanders talk to your post commanders, the fact that they have a meeting, that's Americanism. That's part of the Americanism hours. That you actually leave your house, go somewhere for a meeting. If they work, if they're at the volunteer fire department, if they're a official, if they coach youth, anything, and they don't get paid for it. That's key. As long as they don't get paid for it, they volunteer at the hospital. They volunteer in their town, even at a cleanup on a Saturday afternoon. That is community service. So,
And one other thing I want to say, every year you know that when the commander comes in, they have a box of gifts that he keeps, but I take all the pins. And the reason is, the only one that gets one of the commander's fountain pens is those that have contributed to his campaign while he was running for re-election. Running for election, none of us want re-election. What I'm going to say, and I've never done this before, but I decided this is what I want to do this year, is that when this meeting is over, and you all know who you are, for those that have made contributions, would you all line up here and get your pin personally from the commander? I want to say also that many of you, I've sold chances for the auxiliary at the Washington conference. And so let you know that I do put those tickets in. And the money doesn't go in my pocket. This year, out of the 20 tickets I sold, and many of you bought them, I had 2 winners. $200 went to Tony Jordan of Maine, and $25 went to Frank McDonald. So I had 2 winners out of the 20. That's not a bad percentage. All right, thank you.